On the quiet planet of Nivera, the colony slept under a sky filled with stars. The tall silver towers of the settlement glowed softly, reflecting off the pale blue sands. It was a peaceful night, but for Aaron, a young engineer, peace was never enough. His mind always searched for the unusual, the unexplained, the extraordinary. Aaron sat by the edge of the colony's observation platform, staring into the endless darkness of space. His hands moved over the small console in front of him, checking the signal scanners he had built himself. He had been monitoring the skies for weeks, mostly for meteor activity, but tonight something strange appeared. A faint, pulsing signal flickered across his screen. It was unlike anything he had seen before. The pattern was irregular but purposeful, almost like a heartbeat. Aaron leaned closer, eyes wide with curiosity. He tried to trace it, but it seemed to move, shifting slightly, almost as if it were alive. "Another meteor?" asked a soft voice behind him. It was Lena, his friend from the engineering bay. She always appeared when she sensed Aaron was thinking too deeply. "No," Aaron said, pointing at the screen. "Look at this. I don't know. It's not random. Someone or something is sending this." Lena frowned. "Maybe it's just interference. You've been staring at these scanners all night. You need rest." "I can't rest," Aaron said. "I've never seen anything like this. It's calling me. I need to find out what it is." Lena shook her head but didn't stop him. She had learned long ago that once Aaron's curiosity was sparked, nothing could stop him. As the hours passed, Aaron studied the signal. It pulsed in intervals, almost like it was trying to communicate. He tried to decode it using basic translation programs, but it didn't match any known language or pattern. Something about it felt urgent, like a call for help. Finally, he made a decision. The colony's council would never approve a midnight expedition. They were cautious, worried about safety and protocol. But Aaron knew that sometimes, the unknown required risk. He returned to his small workshop beneath the towers. His hands moved quickly over the controls of his personal spacecraft, checking fuel levels, navigation systems, and life support. The Star Runner, as he had named it, was small but fast. It had never been used for long journeys, but it was his only option. As he worked, the signal grew stronger, almost as if it sensed his determination. Aaron smiled. "All right," he whispered. "If this is a call for help, I'll answer." By the time midnight arrived, the colony was silent. Even the distant hum of the energy core seemed quieter. Aaron carried a small backpack, filled with supplies, repair tools, and his portable scanner. He climbed into the cockpit of the Star Runner and took a deep breath. Outside, the stars shone brighter than usual, painting the sky with colors Aaron had never seen from the planet's surface. He felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. The Star Runner's engines hummed to life, gentle at first, then stronger as he rose above the colony. As he left the atmosphere, the signal became clearer. It was coming from the edge of the nearby asteroid belt, a place rarely explored by humans. His heart pounded. The path ahead was dangerous, full of massive floating rocks and unpredictable gravitational pulls. But Aaron's mind was focused, calm, and determined. Hours passed as he navigated the Star Runner through the dark void. The pulse of the signal guided him like a distant lighthouse. He adjusted his course constantly, careful not to drift too close to the asteroids. His hands moved with skill, learned from years of engineering and flying small craft around the colony. Finally, he reached the source. It was faint at first, a small flicker against the darkness. But as he approached, he could see it more clearly, a metallic shape, half hidden among the rocks. A ship, unlike any human design, was lodged between two massive asteroids. Its hull shimmered under the distant light of a dying sun. Aaron's breath caught. He had found it, the source of the mysterious signal. He knew the journey ahead would be difficult, perhaps dangerous, but he also knew one thing: he could not turn back. He whispered to himself, "This is just the beginning." And with that, Aaron prepared to land, ready for the adventure that awaited him in the heart of the unknown. The Star Runner glided silently among the asteroids. Each massive rock floated slowly, casting shadows in the dim light of the distant sun. Aaron's eyes were sharp, scanning for any movement, any change in the asteroid field that could threaten his small ship. "This is trickier than I imagined," Aaron muttered. "But I can do this." The alien ship lay ahead, half buried between two giant asteroids. Its shape was smooth and curved, with strange symbols etched across its hull. It looked fragile, as if a single mistake could crush it completely. Aaron slowed the Star Runner, carefully maneuvering between jagged rocks. Suddenly, the signal pulsed stronger, almost guiding him. It was as if the ship itself was alive, calling him closer. Aaron smiled. "You don't have to speak," he said quietly. "I'm coming." As he drew closer, a gravitational ripple from one of the larger asteroids sent the Star Runner spinning slightly. Aaron's hands moved instinctively, correcting the ship's trajectory. Years of engineering practice and space navigation were paying off. With a steady breath, he regained control. "Easy, easy," he whispered, calming his racing heart. The asteroid belt was full of surprises, and every small miscalculation could end the journey. But Aaron had never been afraid of challenges. He thrived on them. Finally, the Star Runner hovered near the alien ship. Its metallic surface glimmered faintly in the low light. Aaron activated the external scanner. The readings were strange, power levels fluctuated, and life signs were minimal. Whoever or whatever was aboard had been trapped for some time. Aaron opened the docking clamps on the Star Runner and carefully aligned with the alien ship's entrance. He took a deep breath, his hands steady on the controls. The docking was delicate, a wrong move could damage both ships. Slowly, almost gently, the clamps locked into place. Once the ships were connected, Aaron prepared to enter. He grabbed his toolkit, his portable scanner, and a small light. As he stepped inside, the interior was dim but intact. Strange lights flickered on the walls, but they were weak, barely functional. The air smelled different, metallic, yet faintly sweet. He moved carefully down the narrow corridor. Then he saw movement, a small, trembling figure on the floor. Aaron froze. The figure looked humanoid, but its skin shimmered faintly with colors that changed in the dim light. Its eyes were wide and scared, yet intelligent. "Hello," Aaron said softly. "I'm here to help." The figure made a quiet sound, almost like a whisper, and shook its head. Aaron realized it might not understand him. He pulled out the portable scanner and activated the translation mode. A soft hum filled the corridor as the device tried to interpret the alien's communication. "My ship, trapped," the alien finally said in broken words. Its voice was gentle but weak. "I can fix it," Aaron said. "I'm good at fixing things. Don't worry." The alien blinked, its eyes full of uncertainty. Aaron moved closer and offered a hand. Slowly, the alien accepted it, gripping Aaron's fingers with surprising strength. The small gesture seemed to build trust. Aaron examined the alien ship. Some panels had been damaged in the crash, and power cores flickered dangerously. He worked quickly, repairing circuits, reconnecting wires, and stabilizing the energy flow. The alien watched closely, curiosity overcoming fear. "This is human?" the alien asked finally, its voice stronger now. "Yes," Aaron replied. "I'm human. I like fixing problems. That's what we do." As the minutes passed, the alien ship began to hum steadily. Lights flickered on, and the small figure smiled faintly. Aaron felt a warmth in his chest. This was more than repair work, it was helping someone survive. Then a sudden jolt shook the ship. Aaron grabbed the railing as the Star Runner outside rocked from a minor asteroid collision. "Careful," he muttered, keeping calm. We're not done yet. The alien moved closer, steadying Aaron. Its touch was soft but reassuring. Together, they finished the repairs. The ship's system stabilized, and the signal that had called Aaron now pulsed steadily, as if expressing gratitude. Aaron stepped back, breathing heavily. "There," he said with a smile. "Good as new." "Well, almost new." The alien nodded, its eyes shining with relief. "Name?" "Tavo," it said, introducing itself. "I'm Aaron," he replied. "I'm glad I found you, Tavo." Outside, the asteroid field stretched endlessly. The journey back would not be easy, and danger still lingered in the darkness. But for now, Aaron felt a sense of triumph. He had navigated the unknown, helped a life in danger, and proved that courage and curiosity could overcome fear. And as the two prepared to leave the asteroid field together, the stars above seemed to shine a little brighter, as if encouraging the next steps of their midnight ride. The Star Runner glided carefully away from the jagged asteroid field. Aaron's hands moved confidently over the controls, adjusting the thrusters and monitoring the ship's systems. Beside him, Tavo sat quietly, still weak but observing everything with wide, curious eyes. "Are you okay?" Aaron asked, glancing at Tavo. Tavo nodded slowly. "Stronger, thanks," he said. His voice was still soft, but there was a hint of relief. Aaron smiled. "Good. We need your strength for what comes next." Tavo's eyes widened. "Next?" "Yes," Aaron said. "You're lucky I found you. But your ship was damaged. And the signal someone might be looking for you. We need to be careful." Tavo looked down at his shimmering hands. "We go home." Aaron hesitated. "I don't know where home is for you. But we can find a safe place first." The Star Runner moved into open space, leaving the asteroid field behind. The stars stretched endlessly around them, distant suns and nebulae painting the darkness with colors. Aaron felt a thrill, this was why he loved exploring. But he also felt responsibility. Tavo depended on him now, and he could not fail. "How long were you trapped?" Aaron asked gently. "Many cycles," Tavo said, choosing words carefully. "Ship crash. Alone." His voice trembled slightly. "Scared?" Aaron's heart tightened. "I'm glad you're alive now. We'll get through this together." Tavo studied Aaron for a moment. "Why, help?" Aaron shrugged. "Humans help each other. And sometimes, we help others too. It's what makes us human." Tavo nodded slowly, trying to understand. The alien had never met a human before. For Tavo, Aaron's courage and kindness were new concepts, unlike anything in his world. As they traveled, Aaron tried to learn more about Tavo's ship. He asked questions about its design, the energy cores, and the alien technology he had never seen before. Tavo explained in simple words, pointing to parts and using gestures. Despite the language gap, they began to communicate effectively. Suddenly, the Starrunner's alert beeped. Aaron's eyes widened as he saw movement on the external sensors. "Something's coming," he said quickly. "Not just us. Someone's nearby." Tavo's body tensed. "Drones, patrols." "Possibly," Aaron said. He adjusted the shields and prepared the small ship for evasive maneuvers. "Stay calm. We can handle this." Outside, tiny lights flickered in the distance, mechanical shapes moving fast, scanning the area. Aaron's heart pounded. These were advanced drones, unlike anything he had faced before. But he trusted his skill and quick thinking. The first drone approached rapidly. Aaron swerved the Star Runner, using its speed to dodge the small machine. The drone scanned and then darted in another direction, trying to anticipate his path. Aaron smiled. "Not bad, but I'm faster." Tavo watched closely, amazed at the human pilot's agility. Fast, very fast, he said. Thanks, Aaron replied. We have to be clever. Drones follow patterns. If we outsmart them, we can escape. The next few minutes were tense. Aaron led the drones through narrow maneuvers, spinning the Star Runner between small asteroid fragments and using their own momentum against them. One drone collided with a floating rock and was disabled. Another hesitated, confused by the sudden changes in trajectory. Finally, the path cleared. Aaron exhaled. That's enough for now, he said. We're safe, at least temporarily. Tavo looked at him with admiration. Human, brave. Aaron smiled, feeling warmth in his chest. We have to be brave when helping others. And you survived alone. That takes courage too. As the tension eased, Aaron glanced at the stars. We need to find somewhere safe to repair your ship fully and figure out your next steps. Somewhere far from drones and patrols. Tavo nodded. Far, safe. Aaron tapped a few commands into the navigation console. There's a small, hidden moon nearby. No settlements, no patrols. We can hide there for now and work on your ship. The Star Runner adjusted its course. The journey to the hidden moon would take a few cycles, but it was safer than staying in open space. Aaron knew the challenges were far from over, but he felt a quiet excitement. This was exploration at its finest, unknown worlds, mysterious technology, and the chance to make a real difference. Tavo leaned back, looking out at the stars. Home, far, he said softly. Aaron smiled. Maybe, but every journey begins with one step. Or one ride at midnight. And so, together, the human and the alien continued through the darkness of space, heading toward a hidden place where new plans and new adventures awaited. The hidden moon was still far ahead, its grey surface barely visible against the backdrop of distant stars. Aaron kept the Star Runner steady, scanning the space around them. Tavo sat beside him, still weak but alert, eyes following every movement on the display. Do you think they will follow us? Tavo asked, voice low. Aaron nodded. Yes. Those drones are persistent. Whoever sent them won't give up easily. Tavo shivered. Dangerous. They can be, Aaron admitted. But we have speed, clever thinking, and each other. That's a good advantage. For a moment, the silence of space was comforting. Then, the sensors beeped urgently. Small lights appeared, rapidly closing the distance between them and the Star Runner. Aaron's heart raced. Drones, he said calmly, though his hands tightened on the controls. Get ready. The first drone zipped past, scanning. Aaron swerved, narrowly avoiding a collision with a floating asteroid. The Star Runner's small size and agility were their best weapons. Tavo gasped at the sudden twists and turns. How, so fast? Tavo asked. Human reflexes, Aaron said with a grin. And a lot of practice. The drones circled, trying to trap them. Aaron studied their patterns. Each drone followed a predictable rhythm, adjusting speed and direction in a repeating cycle. He realized he could use that to their advantage. Hold on tight, Aaron said. He pressed a series of buttons, sending the Star Runner into a sharp spiral. The drones tried to follow but collided with small asteroids or drifted off course. One was disabled when it slammed into a floating rock. Tavo watched closely, eyes wide. Smart, human. Aaron smiled. We have to be smart. Brute force won't win this. The chase continued for several cycles. The drones adapted, but Aaron anticipated their movements. He guided the Star Runner through narrow gaps, over and under drifting debris, sometimes reversing course mid-flight to confuse the machines. Tavo mimicked his moves, learning quickly how humans think in unpredictable situations. After a tense few moments, the drones seemed to retreat temporarily. Aaron breathed out slowly. That's good. We've bought some time. Tavo's face lit with curiosity. You trick them? Yes, Aaron said. We use intelligence, timing, and careful observation. That's often stronger than power. They continued toward the hidden moon. Its surface grew larger on the display, showing craters and rocky ridges perfect for concealment. Aaron adjusted the course to approach from behind a large ridge, keeping the ship out of sight from any patrols. We'll land on the far side, he said. Out of sight. You can rest, and I can work on your ship safely. Tavo nodded, clearly relieved. Safe, maybe. As they neared the moon, a sudden jolt shook the Star Runner. Aaron glanced at the sensors and saw a final drone making a last attempt to intercept them. He gritted his teeth. Just one more, he muttered. Using the last of his tricks, Aaron led the drone on a complex path around the moon's craters. He descended sharply, the small craft skimming the rocky surface, then climbed rapidly. The drone struggled to keep up with the sudden changes. Finally, it collided with a ridge and powered down, motionless. Aaron exhaled deeply, wiping sweat from his brow. Okay, now we're safe, he said. Tavo looked at him with awe. Brave, smart, amazing. Aaron shook his head with a laugh. No, Tavo. Humans are clever, yes. But it's also about staying calm, thinking quickly, and not giving up. The Star Runner landed gently on the far side of the hidden moon. Dust rose slightly beneath the thrusters but settled quickly in the low gravity. Aaron cut the engines and opened the cockpit. The silence was almost magical, broken only by the soft hum of the ship. Tavo stepped out carefully, looking at the barren landscape. Quiet, peaceful, he said softly. Yes, Aaron replied. Here, we can rest and repair your ship. No drones, no patrols. Just us and the stars. Together, they stepped away from the Star Runner, examining the surface. Craters formed natural barriers, and the moon's low gravity made movement easy and graceful. Aaron felt a sense of relief. They had survived the pursuit, and his ingenuity had kept them alive. Tomorrow, Aaron said, we start fixing your ship completely. And then, we figure out where you need to go. Tavo looked up at the sky, shimmering with distant galaxies. Home, soon. Soon, Aaron said with a smile. But first, rest. Midnight rides are only the beginning of the adventure. As night fell over the hidden moon, the two sat together, looking at the stars. They had faced danger, outsmarted their pursuers, and discovered that courage, quick thinking, and cooperation could overcome even the most difficult challenges. And somewhere far away, drifting silently in the darkness of space, the distant drones remained, unaware that they had underestimated a human and a friendship that would change the course of a journey across the stars. The hidden moon was quiet, the grey surface bathed in the soft light of distant stars. Aaron and Tavo stepped out of the Star Runner, their feet making gentle impressions in the dusty terrain. After the tense chase with the drones, they both needed rest, but Aaron's mind was already planning the next steps. We need to repair your ship completely, Aaron said, pointing toward the alien craft that still hovered near the asteroid belt. And we need a safe way to escape the area. Those drones could return. Tavo nodded slowly. Repair, then leave. Yes, Aaron replied. We'll need speed, clever routes, and a bit of luck. They returned to the alien ship. Aaron examined it closely, running diagnostics with his portable scanner. Panels flickered weakly, energy cores hummed inconsistently, and some systems were offline entirely. He knelt and began working on the circuits, carefully replacing damaged components with materials from his toolkit. Tavo watched, fascinated. Human, very clever, he said. Aaron smiled. We learn to fix problems. That's what humans do. And now, your ship can work again. Hours passed as they worked together. Tavo handed Aaron tools and offered suggestions, though his knowledge was different from human engineering. Slowly, the alien ship hummed more steadily, lights glowing brighter. Energy readings stabilized. There, Aaron said finally, wiping sweat from his brow. Good as new. Or almost new. Tavo's eyes shone. Ready, to go. Almost, Aaron said. We need a path that's safe. Open space is full of dangers. But I have an idea, there's a wormhole nearby, unstable but fast. If we can navigate it, it will take us far from this system and any drones that might be following. Tavo tilted his head. Wormhole, dangerous. Very, Aaron admitted. But humans take risks when the reward is worth it. And getting you home or to safety is worth it. The alien ship powered up fully, hovering silently beside the Star Runner. Aaron guided Tavo inside, showing him the controls and explaining basic maneuvers. Though Tavo's technology was advanced, human ingenuity worked in unexpected ways. As they approached the wormhole, its swirling colors were mesmerizing, a ribbon of light stretching across space, glowing with blues and purples. Aaron's hands gripped the controls tightly. Hold on. This will be tricky. The wormhole's gravitational pull tugged at the ship. Aaron adjusted the thrusters carefully, matching the alien ship's energy output with precise timing. Tavo's eyes widened, and he held on tightly. The stars outside stretched and twisted, creating streaks of light that made the passage both beautiful and dangerous. Suddenly, turbulence rocked the ship. A spike of energy hit one of the repaired panels. Aaron reacted instantly, rerouting power and stabilizing the systems. Tavo's voice trembled slightly. Human, very fast. Aaron laughed softly. I told you humans think fast when it matters most. For several cycles, they navigated the unstable wormhole, twisting and turning through the glowing tunnel of light. Cosmic energy flowed around them, creating waves that tested every maneuver. Aaron's skill and calm focus guided them safely, demonstrating the creativity and courage that made humans remarkable in the universe. Finally, the other end of the wormhole appeared, a quiet, empty star system far from the asteroid field, the drones, and danger. The alien ship emerged first, stabilizing its energy. Aaron followed, guiding the Star Runner alongside. Tavo floated beside him in the cockpit. Safe, finally, he whispered. Yes, Aaron said, smiling. Safe for now. But this is only the beginning. There's a lot we can explore from here. The two ships hovered silently in the new system, surrounded by strange planets and glowing nebulae. For the first time, Tavo relaxed completely, studying the stars with awe. Aaron looked at him, feeling a sense of accomplishment. Together, they had overcome danger, repaired a ship, and navigated one of the most unpredictable phenomena in space. Human, brave, Tavo said finally. Aaron shook his head with a grin. Not just brave. Clever, patient, and a little lucky. That's what humans can be. Tavo smiled faintly. Lucky, yes. And friend. Aaron nodded. Exactly. And friendship, sometimes that's the most powerful thing of all. As the ships drifted in the quiet of the distant star system, Aaron felt a thrill of excitement. The midnight ride had brought them together, challenged their courage, and opened the door to new possibilities. Beyond the stars, countless adventures awaited, and humanity's spirit of curiosity, ingenuity, and bravery would continue to shine. For Aaron and Tavo, the midnight ride was far from over, it had only just begun. The new star system was calm and quiet, unlike the dangerous asteroid field they had just escaped. Aaron and Tavo floated among the planets, searching for a safe place to land. Tavo's ship hummed steadily, and Aaron felt a sense of pride. His work and quick thinking had kept them alive. There, Tavo said, pointing to a bright green planet with a gentle glow. My people live there. Aaron studied the planet from the cockpit. Its surface shimmered with forests, rivers, and cities with towers taller than anything he had seen on Nivera. "Then that's where we go," he said. "Let's make sure you get home safely." The landing was smooth. Tavo guided the ship gently onto a wide platform near the center of the city. Alien figures approached slowly, their bodies glimmering softly under the planet's light. Their faces were curious, cautious, and slightly wary of the human. Aaron stepped out of the Star Runner and raised his hands in a friendly gesture. "Hello," he said simply. "I am a friend. I helped Tavo get here safely." The aliens looked at each other, whispering in their melodic language. Tavo moved beside Aaron, nodding. "Human, helped me." Finally, one of the elders stepped forward. His body shone with gold light, and his voice was calm but commanding. "You have brought one of our lost explorers safely. That is unusual for a human." Aaron bowed slightly, smiling. "I just did what anyone would do. Tavo needed help, and I could provide it." The elder studied him for a moment. "Humans are clever. They think quickly and act bravely. Perhaps there is much we can learn from you." Aaron's chest swelled with pride. This was what he had hoped for: understanding, respect, and the chance to show that humans could be trusted allies, not strangers. Over the next few cycles, Aaron worked with the alien engineers and scientists. He explained human methods of problem-solving, teamwork, and repair techniques. They watched carefully as he demonstrated small engineering solutions, simple but effective. Tavo translated where needed, though many of the aliens could understand some human language through the device Aaron had used earlier. "This is very clever," one of the engineers said. "Your methods are simple, yet effective." Aaron smiled. "Humans often rely on observation and creativity. We face challenges with what we have and find solutions. That's how we survive and thrive." As the aliens learned from him, Aaron also learned from them. Their technology was advanced, but their thinking was different. They had strategies and ideas Aaron had never considered. By combining human ingenuity with alien innovation, they created a system that strengthened the city's energy grid and improved communication networks. Tavo watched quietly, proud of both his friend and his people. "Human, good teacher," he said softly. Aaron laughed. "Maybe. But we also learn a lot from you. That's the best part of helping each other. Everyone grows." The elder approached once more. "Your actions have built trust between our people and humans. You have shown bravery, cleverness, and kindness. That is the spirit of life worth honoring." Aaron bowed again. "Thank you. That means a lot." As the day ended, Aaron and Tavo stood together overlooking the city. Lights shimmered like stars on the ground, rivers glowed softly, and the sky above glimmered with distant constellations. Aaron felt a deep sense of satisfaction. Humans had once again shown that courage, creativity, and empathy could make a real difference. "Do you think humans will be welcome here?" Tavo asked. Aaron nodded. "Yes. If we continue to act with respect, help when we can, and solve problems with care, humans can be friends, allies, and even teachers in new worlds." Tavo smiled faintly. "Good, human. Friend, forever." Aaron chuckled. "Forever, hey? That sounds like a promise. I'll keep it." As night fell over the glowing city, Aaron reflected on the midnight ride that had begun on Nivera. It had led him through danger, cosmic phenomena, and alien encounters. But now, standing on this peaceful planet, he realized that the journey was not just about adventure. It was about connection, understanding, and showing that humans could bring hope and friendship wherever they went. The stars above shimmered, silent witnesses to the bravery and ingenuity of one small human and the bonds he had formed across the galaxy. Aaron knew one thing for certain: humanity's journey among the stars had only just begun, and their spirit would shine brightly in every corner of the universe. The alien city glimmered beneath the twin moons of the green planet, quiet and peaceful. Aaron and Tavo prepared for the journey back to Nivera, carrying messages of friendship and understanding from Tavo's people. The Star Runner was packed, and the alien ship hummed steadily, ready for the long voyage home. "You're ready?" Aaron asked, checking the controls one last time. Tavo nodded. "Yes, ready. Humans, special." Aaron smiled. "Thanks, Tavo. But it's not just me. It's all humans. Courage, creativity, and helping others, that's what makes us special." They launched together, leaving the glowing planet behind. The journey through space was calm, the stars stretching endlessly above them. Aaron piloted the Star Runner with confidence, Tavo beside him, quietly watching the universe drift by. As they approached the familiar skies of Nivera, Aaron felt a sense of homecoming. The colony's lights shone softly against the blue sands, and small ships moved quietly in the distance. He had left at midnight seeking adventure, and now he returned with more than excitement. He carried knowledge, friendships, and proof of humanity's ingenuity. Tavo floated beside him, eyes wide with curiosity. "Home. Nivera, different." "Yes," Aaron said. "But it's still home. Familiar, safe. And the people there will want to know about your journey, your people, and our friendship." The landing was smooth. The colony's council and a few citizens had gathered to see the returning ships. Their eyes widened as Aaron and Tavo emerged, side by side, carrying stories of courage, cooperation, and clever solutions in the heart of danger. Aaron stepped forward, raising his hands. "I've returned safely and not alone. This is Tavo. Together, we faced challenges, navigated dangers, and learned that courage and friendship can overcome almost anything." The council members whispered among themselves, impressed. Tavo's glowing form and the alien ship were a sight few had ever seen. Yet Aaron's calm presence reminded everyone that humans could be trusted, clever, and brave. One elder spoke slowly. "You have returned with proof that humans are capable of bravery, intelligence, and honor. You have built connections beyond our world. This is remarkable." Aaron bowed slightly. "We learn from each other. We help each other. That's what humans can do, and I believe it's what makes us strong in the universe." Tavo's soft voice added, "Human, good. Brave, clever. Friend, forever." The crowd smiled, inspired by the tale of courage and cooperation. Young engineers whispered to one another, eager to follow in Aaron's footsteps. Explorers nodded, realizing that curiosity and bravery could lead to extraordinary discoveries. Later, Aaron and Tavo stood together at the observation platform of the colony, looking up at the stars. The sky was alive with the glow of distant galaxies, twinkling like the beginning of countless adventures. "Do you think humans will visit Tavo's world?" Aaron asked, gently adjusting his tools beside him. Tavo nodded slowly. "Yes, friendship, strong. Humans, help, good." Aaron smiled. "Then maybe one day, humans and your people will work together, explore together, and learn from each other. That's what this journey is really about: connection, curiosity, and courage." Tavo tilted his head. "Connection, yes. Brave humans, always." Aaron laughed softly. "Not just brave. Clever, helpful, curious. Those are the things that make humans shine, even in the darkest corners of space." The night stretched on, calm and peaceful. The Star Runner rested beside the colony, and Tavo's ship hummed quietly, ready for future adventures. Aaron felt the pride and satisfaction of a journey completed not just in distance, but in growth, friendship, and understanding. He knew that the midnight ride had changed him forever. It had taken him through danger, challenged his skills, and given him a glimpse of life beyond Nivera. But most importantly, it had shown him the power of humanity, creativity, courage, and kindness that could inspire, protect, and connect worlds across the stars. As he looked up, the stars twinkled brighter than ever, almost as if they recognized the spirit of one human who dared to follow a mysterious signal into the unknown and return to bring hope, friendship, and the proof that humans were capable of greatness. Aaron whispered softly, more to himself than anyone else, "The universe is vast, but so is human courage. So is human curiosity. And that will never end." Tavo floated beside him, shining softly. "Forever, friends. And humans, brave. Always." And so, under the sparkling sky of Nivera, Aaron's midnight ride came to an end, but the journey of humanity across the stars had only just begun.